Hola, buenos días. Soy yo, Vicky, otra vez. It's me again. I hope you're all staying safe and well in these difficult times that we've got at the moment. Not going out, we can't go out, or only for essential things. So, what better time to learn Spanish and to watch the YouTube videos, improve your Spanish, and hopefully it'll all be over with soon, but at least we'll have done something constructive in the meantime. Okay, so, bueno, muchas gracias, by the way, for everyone who's subscribed, because I've over 130 subscribers now, which is great, some of which are people that are learning English, because now I do, as you've probably seen, videos for Spanish speakers to learn English. And actually those videos might be interesting for you to have a look at, to see things from the other side of things, and see if, you know, depending on what your level of Spanish is, see if you can follow what I'm explaining to them. Just something that I thought about, because really it's the same course, I'm just doing it in a different way, and you may find the explanations in Spanish useful for your Spanish. But anyway, thank you for everyone who has subscribed. If you find any of the videos useful that you watch, please give me the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and then you get your notification of any future videos. I will probably be driving you mad over this couple of weeks and doing quite a lot of videos, because obviously we can't do classes here in the classroom. I am offering Skype classes at a discounted price, which is €15 an hour, and they're normally €22 an hour, because they're like a private class, obviously. In a Skype class, we can do conversation, we can do grammar, we can do whatever really you want to do. So if that's something that you think might while away the 2 weeks of, hopefully only 2 weeks, of restricted movement, please go ahead and book in some Skype classes, or send me an email and we'll organise a timetable. Okay, so, right, so that was quite a long introduction, sorry about that. What we're going to look at today, ¿qué vamos a mirar hoy? Bueno, en el último video, in the last video, if you're following the videos consecutively, we looked at how you talk about algo and nada, something and nothing in Spanish, and we translated some sentences and questions that not only practice the algo and nada, but the three tenses that, for the purposes of the course, my method, my course, so far, if you've been following it in the Break the Language Barrier books, we're in level 2 at the moment. The tenses that we've done are the present tense, the present perfect, and the preterite. What we do, what we have done, and what we did. So we were also practicing those tenses. And this is going to be a similar thing that we're going to be doing today in the video, but this time, instead of talking about things, algo and nada, something, nothing, or anything, we're going to be talking about people, someone, anyone, or no one, or somebody, anybody, or nobody. So we think Spanish is difficult, but we've got 6 ways of saying that. Someone, no one, anyone. Somebody, nobody, anybody. So yeah, it's quite interesting. When I come to do that video the other way around, I'll have quite a lot to explain. Anyway, so yeah, we're in level 2, Break the Language Barrier, if you have the book. Page 40, página 40. If you don't have the book, you'll still be able to follow the tutorial, because I will give you the sentences in English first, so you know what you're translating. And if you would like to buy the book, you can buy it on any Amazon site. Break the Language Barrier, Vicky Riley, Vicky with an I. Or, of course, they are available here, but you know, we're not allowed to have contact, so you can't come here and buy them, unfortunately, at the moment. But Amazon are definitely delivering. I know that for a fact, because I've had some deliveries. Okay, so anybody, somebody, anybody, or nobody, or someone, anyone, or no one. Do you know what it is in Spanish? Well, someone or somebody is alguien. Alguien. A-L-G-U-I-E-N. Alguien. And we use alguien for, like we used algo, for positives, questions. Okay? So, is there anybody at the party? Is a question, so it'd be, ¿hay alguien en la fiesta? Whereas we use nadie, no one or nobody, N-A-D-I-E, nadie, we use that for negatives only. So, ¿hay alguien en la fiesta? In fact, a good example these days would be, ¿hay alguien en la calle? Is there anybody in the street? And the answer would be, if it was negative, which it should be at the moment, no. No hay nadie. No, there's nobody. But if there was somebody in the street, which there could be walking their dogs, because we are allowed to walk our dogs, it would be sí, hay alguien en la calle. Okay, so we're looking at alguien and nadie. Now then, because these are all talking about people, let's have a look at the examples that I've put in the book. Have you spoken to anyone? Yeah, have you spoken to anyone? What tense is that? Well, it's the have you. So it's the present perfect. ¿Has hablado con alguien? Remember, we always speak with people in Spanish, not to people. ¿Has hablado con alguien? And when we're answering it, if we were answering it in the negative, it would be, no, no he hablado con nadie. No, I haven't spoken to anyone. So in that tense, what we're changing there is a little H verb, because it's has hablado con alguien, H-A-S. And when I answer, be no, I haven't, so it's no H-E hablado con alguien. If you don't know this tense, if you've not been following these videos, you don't know this tense, or the preterite tense, or maybe even the present tense, it might be the first time that you've come to watch the videos. You do really need to watch the videos before, because otherwise you won't understand the tenses that we're using. You may have done the tenses in other classes, and that's fine. If you know the tenses, present, present perfect, and preterite, you're fine. But if you don't know them, you can look back through the videos and see which is the video that explains these tenses, and then you'll get so much more out of the tutorial. Okay, another example we've got here in the book. Do you know anyone? Now then, to know someone, we have two verbs to know, of course, in Spanish. So there's saber, to know facts or information, and conocer, to know people or places, to be familiar with. And the other thing that we're going to, so we'll be using conocer, because that's the verb you use to talk about knowing people. The other thing is that will come up quite often in these, and I'll point it out each time it comes up, is the personal A. Now, what is the personal A? Well, in Spanish, if the verb or the action in the sentence refers to a thing, we don't need it. For example, I am waiting for the bus. Espero el autobús. But if I am waiting for a person, so the verb, the action word, refers to a person, we have to, for absolutely no reason, just we do, just that's the way it is, we have to put in an a. Sometimes you'll hear it referred to as the personal A, or a, it should be, of course. So this, do you know anyone? It's asking if you know a person. It's not, do you know anything? You wouldn't need it for that. So it's conoces, do you know? Present tense. A alguien. ¿Conoces a alguien? ¿Vale? And if the answer was negative, you would say no. No conozco. It's an irregular verb in the present tense, first person. No conozco a nadie. ¿Vale? Okay, so we're going to go on to the practice now. And as I say, if you haven't got the book, don't worry, I'll be reading out the questions in English so that you can follow, and we'll be looking at what tense they are, etc. So, number 1, is there anyone in the restaurant? That's your question. Is there anyone in the restaurant? Now, is there, remember we don't use the verb to be for is there, we don't use ser or estar, we use I, H-A-Y. Hay alguien, yeah, is there anyone in the restaurant? En el restaurante? So this is present tense really, but you know, I's a funny verb because it sort of is a verb, but it isn't, and it, you know, it goes in tenses, but it doesn't. But anyway, I is what we're using. So, hay alguien en el restaurante? And the positive answer will be sí hay alguien, but the negative answer will be no, no hay nadie. So the first no is just the answer no. The second no is for the negative, no hay nadie. Okay, número 2. The English question is he with anyone? And so now this time it's not there is or is there, so it is a ser or a star is. Which one is it? So we're talking about where he is. So we will count that as location. So it'd be estar. The verb will be estar. Is he? Está. Vale? And you could put in the L if it wasn't clear. If you were to about is he or is she, but normally when you're in a conversation, it's quite evident who you're talking about. So I'm not going to use it. ¿Está con alguien? Is he with anyone? ¿Está con alguien? And positive answer will be sí, está con alguien. Yes, he is with someone. And the negative answer will be no, no está con nadie. ¿Vale? Número 3. Have you seen anyone? So, have you, that tells us that it's the present perfect. As, and seen is an irregular past participle, so it's has visto, and we're talking about a person. Have you seen a person? So, has visto a alguien? Has visto a alguien? And positive answer, sí, he visto a alguien. Yes, I have seen someone. And the negative answer, no, no he visto a nadie. Okay, no, I haven't seen no one. I love these double negatives, they're great. Okay, so número 4 in página 41 in the book. En el libro, página 41. So, are they going to the party with anyone? Okay, are they going to the party with anyone? Present tense. Are they going? Of course, in Spanish is much easier to say. Just van. Yeah, we don't have to do the are and they and the going. Just van. V-A-N. Third person plural of the verb to go. ¿Van a la fiesta con alguien? And then the answer, positive answer, sí, van a la fiesta con alguien. Yes, they're going to the party with someone. And the negative answer, no, they're not going to the party with no one. No, no van a la fiesta con nadie. Okay? Vale, número 5. Did you invite anyone? So the did you, tells us this is the preterite tense. Did you invite anyone? The verb to invite is invitar, regular AR verb in the preterite. Invitaste a alguien, because it's referring to a person. Invitaste a alguien. And positive answer, sí, invité a alguien. Negative answer, no, no invité a nadie. Then numero 6, have yous, plural you, spoken to anyone? So have yous is present perfect. So habéis hablado, have yous spoken to anyone? Con alguien. Habéis hablado con alguien. And then positive answer, sí hemos hablado con alguien. Hablar, just, it doesn't take the personal a because it takes con instead. The preposition that goes with that is con, so we don't use, we don't say habéis hablado con a alguien, no. Okay, so sí hemos, we have, sí hemos hablado con alguien, no, no hemos hablado con nadie. That's a bit like us at the moment. Bueno, we podemos mandar mensajes por lo menos. Okay, número 7. Did anyone work there? Okay, so did is the clue that tells us it's the preterite. Work, trabajar, regular verb in the preterite. Now, anyone, people quite often ask this, what person do we use for anyone? Someone, no one, who, you know, when we're not actually saying he or she, but it would always be the third person singular unless we know any different, that we know that maybe it's third person plural, more than one person. But here, I mean, really in the question, did anyone work there? It would be trabajo, third person singular, alguien allí, or could also be alguien trabajo allí. And the answer would be positive. Sí, trabajo alguien allí, or alguien trabajo allí. Or no, no trabajo nadie allí. Okay, number 8. Did you speak to anyone in Spanish? Okay, this is quite often what I ask my students on a Monday morning. Did you speak to anyone in Spanish? So again, did gives us a clue there. It's preterite. The verb to speak, hablar, nice, lovely, regular verb, hablar. So, hablaste con, always con with hablar, alguien en español. Hablaste con alguien en español? And positive answer, sí, hablé con alguien en español. Negative answer, no, no hablé con nadie en español. Okay, número 9. Do you like anyone? Now then, so remember this verb to like. Well, it's not to like. The verb gustar, the verb gustar that we use to talk about what we like, what we don't like, but it really means to please. Now, there is a tutorial on this, so if you're not sure about gustar, you can look back through the YouTube videos and you will find how gustar is explained, how it works. So, what we'll actually be literally saying in English here is, does anyone please you? Not do you like anyone? So, ¿te gusta alguien? Yeah, that we don't use the first person, I like, it's do they or does anyone please you? Third person singular. ¿Te gusta alguien? Present tense. The clue is do you like, it's not did you like, that would be preterite. Or have you liked would be present perfect. So this is do you like, so it's present tense. ¿Te gusta alguien? And you would answer either sí, me gusta alguien, yes, someone pleases me, or no, no me gusta nadie. No, nobody pleases me. Okay, número 10. Did anyone come to the party? So our clue is did. Did anyone come? The verb to come is venir. It's irregular. The stem changes to VIN in the preterite. Again, it's in your irregular verbs in the preterite video on irregular verbs if you want to refresh because the irregular verbs in the preterite, they're a little bit tricky and there's quite a lot of them, and it's always worth going back over that to remind you what the irregular verbs are. And not only in the preterite really, but in all tenses, it's the irregular ones. Sometimes they escape us, don't they? Okay, so did anyone come to the party? Will be vino alguien a la fiesta. So I love this vino one because vino, of course, is vino, wine, but it also means he or she came. So you could, a good way to remember it is vino con vino. He or she came with wine, ¿vale? Vino con vino. So, vino alguien a la fiesta. So it'll either be positive, sí, vino alguien, or alguien vino, and no, no vino nadie. No, nobody came. Okay. Vale, numero 130 again. I don't think any of these apply at the moment because of the restricted movement, but bueno, I shouldn't, sorry, just joking. Have you kissed anyone? That's number 11. Have you kissed anyone? The verb to kiss is besar, B-E-S-A-R. The clue, have you, so it's present perfect. Has besado a alguien? And the positive answer will be sí, he besado a alguien. Yes, I have kissed someone. Or more likely, sorry, no, no he besado a alguien. It's just amazing the little things that make you laugh when you can't go out the house. Okay, so has besado a alguien? Sí he besado a alguien o no, no he besado a nadie. Y número 12, do you love anyone? So, to love. Yeah, now love, we wouldn't use encantar here. Encantar is more to love things, doing things. We could use amar, that can be used, but more often than not, in Spain anyway, they use querer, which actually is the verb to want, but we use it to talk about loving people as well. So, present tense, do you love anyone? ¿Quieres ¿Quieres a alguien? And the positive answer, sí quiero a alguien. And the negative answer, no, no quiero a nadie. Okay, and the last one, I think, is it the last one or is there another one? Oh no, there's another couple over the page, sorry. Numero 13, did you dance with anyone? The verb to dance is bailar. Did you dance preterite? So, bailaste con alguien? And again, this is a con preposition, not a. Sí, bailé con alguien. Yes, I danced with someone. Or no, no bailé con nadie. No, again, nobody's really doing any dancing at the moment. All the bars and discotheques and things are closed. Okay, so sí bailé con alguien, no, no bailé con nadie. Okay, and then we're going over the page, página 42, número 14. Sorry, it's just making me laugh because this is more likely at the moment when people are just thrown together. Has he killed anyone? So, the verb to kill is matar, and it's ha matado we use the personal a there. Ha matado a alguien, and positive answer. I've changed it and put the negative answer first here. Just I like to wake you up every now and again. So no, no ha matado a nadie. No, he hasn't killed anyone. And the positive answer, sí ha matado a alguien. So matar, this is where matador comes from. Which is horrible really when you think about it, is the killer, so matar is to kill. Okay, nice one. Número 15. Do you need someone? So the verb to need is necesitar. So we do need a personal A here. So it'd be necesitas a alguien. And your positive answer will be sí, necesito a alguien. Or your negative answer, which will be no, no necesito a nadie. And then number 14, has anyone done it for you? Now, this one, we could use two pronouns here, so we're going to have a go at it. There's a couple of ways we could say it. So, has anyone done it? Well, so, lo ha hecho alguien? That would be, has anyone done it? Then it's for you. So, our tense is present perfect, of course, because we've got the has anyone. So, lo ha hecho alguien para ti, we could say, or we could say, te lo ha hecho alguien, and use two pronouns, both of which will go before the verb because it's a conjugated verb. Again, there's a tutorial on pronouns that if you're not sure about pronouns, you'd probably be just as well to have a look at that. So, te lo ha hecho alguien? And the positive answer, sí, me lo ha hecho alguien. Or you could say, lo ha hecho alguien para mí. And the negative answer, no me lo ha hecho nadie. Or no lo ha hecho nadie para mí. Easy, isn't it? It's no, it's not easy. I know. Not the pronouns. As soon as the pronouns come into it, it always gets a little bit more confusing. Bueno, so ya está. So I hope you followed that video okay. I hope you found it useful. And if you have the book, I hope it helped clarify the exercises. Of course, the answers are in the back of the book to check, but you know, I think the YouTube is handy for pronunciation, etc. And hopefully I'll try and explain what I can through the video. But if there's anything I haven't explained, or if there's anything that you would particularly like to see in a YouTube video, please let me know, and I'll be happy to do that video. Sí, so quédate en casa. Yeah, stay at home at the moment anyway. Hopefully won't be long before this is all over. We're certainly keeping our fingers crossed for that. And sí, I can't really say practica mucho because I know you can't go out there and practice your Spanish at the moment, but you can stay in and practice it. So watch not only my videos, I'm not just plugging my videos, but there's lots of information, of course, on YouTube and various online courses, lots of which are free. So while you've got some time, you know, maybe that's a good time to sort of get going. Or even if you have the books and things like that, doing the exercises again, you know, the thing is you just have to try and think of something constructive to do when you can't go out. Okay, so yeah, or if you're interested in doing a course of Skype classes that are €15 an hour, please get in touch. And for those of you, because some of you are students, you know, who live near. I know a lot of you that are watching don't live anywhere near here and can't come for classes here, but a lot of you are students who do come for classes here, and we are closed for group classes until the 6th of April when our new courses start. And we are hoping that by then the rules will have been relaxed at least a little, and we'll be able to move about a bit more freely and start classes. Okay, vale, so sí, stay safe and hasta el próximo video. Vale, adiós.